Good afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 6 video, bringing you another Dracozolt team. Now, this Dracozolt team is actually new and improved in comparison to my last one, and also this team is for Ragnar on Patreon, who did request a better Dracozolt team than the last time. Not to say that my other Dracozolt team was a bad team, if you have that rental code lying around, but this is just made with more knowledge of the metagame. And I do want to give a lot of kudos to Osiris VGC as well, because one of my other patrons, Bebum, shared this team with me that he said Osiris built for him, and I kind of like the way that this team functioned. I used a lot of the sets that he did use. I did change a couple things around here and there, like moves and in some EV spreads, but the majority of this team does come from Osiris, so I want to give credit to him. Also, great content creator, great YouTube channel. You should check him out anyway. If you check out Pokésports, you'll probably like him. But continuing on, Ragnar did request the Dracozolt team, so I decided to make this one a little bit spicy with the salt-vested Dracozolt, and does have the Decidueye as well. Instead of just like your traditional Serena, your traditional Dhelmise, it does carry the Decidueye. But what's great about this Decidueye is that this Decidueye is actually a special Decidueye with Nasty Plot, which does pair really well with the Clefairy that we also have on this team. Yesterday we used the Clefable, but this time around we're using Clefairy just because, you know, we don't have another Eviolite user on the team, so you might as well just bring Clefairy. Clefairy is actually probably going to come to the majority of these battles, because it pairs so well with almost every single Pokemon that we have on this team. Like, it pairs well with Dracozolt, it pairs well with PZ, which we have on the team. It's just like a bulkier variant of the PZ. It also pairs well with the Nasty Plot Decidueye that we have as well. We also do have a Talonflame here just for like speed control. If we're in a Tailwind v Tailwind matchup, we can match the Tailwind, and you know, it's just nice having that option. This Talonflame set can also Oko Dynamax Durant, which is pretty good. And then, you know, my favorite boy, the Choice Banded Urshifu with Poison Jab, Sucker Punch, Wicked Blow, and Close Combat. Everything that you need on an Urshifu, all in one package. Then we already did talk about Clefairy and Porygon Z. But yep, that is the Dracozolt team. If you guys are excited to see Decidueye and Dracozolt here, then do go ahead and hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's shoot for 100 likes this episode. I believe in you guys. You've done it the last couple and I didn't even ask for it, so do me a favor today, I guess. But anyway, on to the battles. You do not see Sandaconda every day, but hey, why not, right? So my opponent is bringing the Sandaconda, Urshifu, Porygon Z, Talonflame, Toxtricity, and Grimmsnarl. A couple of those Pokemon do kind of spook me a little bit, but I think we will be okay. If that is a Dark Urshifu, we might have a little bit of a problem with like that Dark Urshifu, that Talonflame into the Decidueye here. But this seems like a pretty good matchup for my Dracozolt. Myself as the Dracozolt does deal with this team pretty well. As for my opponent's leads, they could lead with PZ and Grimmsnarl probably, which means I do want to lead with Urshifu. This actually might be a weird lead for me. Yeah, it might be Urshifu Dracozolt lead. That's like a very weird lead for me. Like I would usually never do that. But I'm kind of trying to cover all my bases here. Maybe not even Dracozolt as the lead, just so I can have some kind of a safe switch. If it is just Toxtricity. I mean, no, I think that's fine. We could do that. We can do... I don't think this is a Decidueye game. This one might be a PZ and Clefairy in the back kind of game. Because Decidueye doesn't really like this team that much. It's actually terrifying for Decidueye. But comment question of the day. Have you guys done any home improvement while being at home this year? The reason I asked this is because I'm currently doing home improvement. I just finished installing a door in my new apartment that I'm going to be moving into hopefully by the end of this month. Yeah, installing a door. It was like an archway that I had. So it was a little bit of a pain to install a rectangular door on an archway. And now I'm just like adding the drywall and stuff. But door is up. It works like a door, so that's great. Anyway, my opponent looks to be... Ugh. I think we need to preserve our Urshi, right? Because he has potential Spirit Break with the Grimmsnarl, and like... not something you want to see today, right, folks? So let's do this switch into the Clefairy, who doesn't care about getting Spirit Broken. And let's take this opportunity to set up a max Airstream. on the Grim. I think having that speed control would be really nice for us. I do also think the Toxtricity is going to switch out here, expecting me to have Max Quake like every single Dracozolt have. Or just doesn't. Alright, cool. So at least we know my opponent doesn't expect it. They might expect it even less now that I'm showing them Airstream, right? Because usually Dracozolts will carry just like 3 moves and Protect. And 2 of those moves are taken by Electric move and Dragon move. So it's nice that this is happening. Oh, he just fakes that Dracozolt. Dracozolt always Dynamaxes, dude. And it goes for the Overdrive. Okay, Clefairy doesn't care about that, thankfully. He does get the Throat Spray, though. So he just became biggest threat numero uno. That's good. That's fine. We go for the Airstream to have to Grimmsnarl. That's pretty relevant. Clefairy actually doesn't have to be on the field right now. Doesn't do much for us, so I might just protect it just to avoid taking more damage. And I can use it for following turns to come. I could also use it just for the Friend Guard boost that I do receive. I think now is where we go for the Max Quick on the Toxtricity. If he switches out, so be it. I don't think he'll switch out after just receiving a Throat Spray. That might seem kind of weird. Or maybe he switches out now, realize, nope. Never mind. He's actually gonna Dynamax the Toxtricity. I'm gonna break this man's heart right now. Actually, I'm not. Do I KO? I'm not Assault Vested. I mean, I am Assault Vested. I'm not Life Orbed. And I'm very tanky. So this actually might not KO. I might have needed a helping hand here. Only one way of finding out, though. Grips. Oh, I definitely don't KO now. Yeah, totally not. But the good news is I'll KO next turn. It's not that serious. And there's nothing Toxtricity can do to my Dracozolt. Oh, we just still KO. Hustle is broken. What the heck? I just completely ignored your Reflect, man. What's great is I have Helping Hand, I KO'd a Dynamax, and that's probably a forfeit, but I really hope it isn't. Because this Dracozolt is really threatening right now. Ragnar, you chose a good one. You definitely chose a good one. Talonflame's coming out now. Alright. This poor guy is about to get Thunderbolted. Yeah, I don't think I have to Helping Hand for this one. We're just gonna go straight for this Max Lightning onto the Talonflame. We'll also set up the Electric Terrain, just in case, I don't know. Just to have more damage for following turns. I don't think my opponent has any sleep moves on his team, so... That's good. The Grimmsnarl doesn't threaten me too much with the Clefairy on the field. You can throw as many screens up as possible. Battle is canceled. Dracozolt, folks. What can we say? Dracozolt. Oh no. This is how we're starting. Coconut Piggy's running a hard Trick Room with a little bit of PZ/Urshifu at the end. That's interesting. I mean, thankfully this team is actually pretty weak to the Decidueye. I do have a way of stopping the Trick Room, but yeah, I do. I have Talonflame with Safety Goggles. I can totally stop this Trick Room. Oh no, you can't taunt Hatterene. That's right. Can I Oko Hatterene? I highly doubt it, right? Huh, that becomes a little bit more difficult. There's no redirection here either. Not redirection, there's a redirection. There's no spread moves. If I had a spread move, then maybe I can break through that sash. Yeah, I can't think of a single spread move that I have. Actually, I have Decidueye. Can also ignore redirection. This is going to be a very fun turn. I'm just going to try to counter this Hatterene as much as possible. My biggest issue is, what if they don't bring Hatterene? Then I am kind of in a very bad position. But I do bring the Urshifu here for his team. And I think the final one should probably be PZ. And that should probably be our Dynamax too. We're bringing 4 offensive threats. Like, we don't want to bring Dracozolt in a matchup where he has Lightning Rod on Marowak. He might not even have Lightning Rod, but you always have to prepare for it. You can never assume things until you see what happens. Like, if he attacks with the Flare Blitz and doesn't take damage, you could probably assume it's Rockhead. Because that's what Rockhead does. If he takes damage from a Flare Blitz, you could probably assume he's Lightning Rod and not Cursed Body, because that's Cursed Body is kind of the worst out of the 3 moves. But anyway, we lead with a very, very good setup. We expected this to happen. We have a Grass type to ignore Rage Powder. We have a Safety Goggles to ignore Rage Powder. So we only hit Hatterene here. We don't do anything else this whole turn. So let's take this opportunity to Brave Bird Hat. And let's take this opportunity to Dynamax, Airstream, Hat. No, let's just Phantasm. We get Phantasm because it'll lower the Amoongus's defense for the following turn in case this is Cobra Berry Amoongus, which means the Brave Bird the following turn will knock it out. Now, hopefully my opponent doesn't assume too much, and they don't assume that I'm Safety Goggles Talonflame. And this is a very good, I guess this is a good learning experience. This is how Team Preview can just get you set up for a very good game. Yep, there's a Rage Powder. We both ignore it here because of Safety Goggles on Talonflame, because of the Grass typing on Decidueye. Anyway, Brave Bird is gonna go into the Talonflame. That did not do enough. Thankfully, we went for Max Phantasm. That's a very defensive Hatterene, or I'm a very disappointing Talonflame. I can't tell which it is. I mean, I'm jolly, but I'm still max attack. I don't know. Anyway, we take the free no Trick Room. Now my opponent, that was my opponent's only Trick Room setter too, unless he has Trick Room on Porygon Z, which is I guess the thing. But anyway, he brings out the Marowak. We should be in a pretty good position here. We can now go for the Brave Bird onto the -1 defense Amoongus, followed by... Oh no, he just Dynamaxes the Marowak, right? I don't think we could do anything about it. Might as well just take opportunity to get a lot of damage off on it. He will knock out our Decidueye though, and set up Sun. We have Sucker Punch on Urshifu, so it's not the end of the world. It's just a little bit inconvenient to lose our Dynamax this early, if that is going to be the case. But yeah, he does have a Dynamax intact. He will probably use it. Hopefully this maybe Cobra Berry Amoongus. I mean, I feel like it's Cobra Berry because I feel like the sash was on the hat. So hopefully the Cobra Berry Amoongus will be going down here. Anyway, that's a big old Marowak with a big old bone in its hand. It's got a bone to pick with me. See how much this Brave Bird does? Don't disappoint me again, Talonflame. Perfect. No Cobra Berry, but I don't think I would have KO'd through Cobra Berry, to be honest. It is nice just seeing an Amoongus go down, though, without any fight coming back at it. Let's see how much this does. That's about half. I mean, that's not too bad, considering we're special with almost no investment. Our set is like max HP, max speed, or like something similar to that. So that's actually really good damage. It relies a lot on our weakness policy, but it doesn't look like we're going to get to be able to use it today. Decidueye, honestly, Decidueye did something, so I'm not even mad. It did just go down to a max flare, but that, like, Marowak's such a strong Pokemon, right? There was no way I was living that with Thick Club and, you know, it being Dynamax and stuff. Anyway, we go in with Urshifu here. Urshifu is literally the safest Pokemon we can ever bring. As he sends out his own Urshifu. Well, we still have Talonflame, thankfully. So, let's take advantage of that. Let's go for the Brave Bird onto his Urshifu, and let's go for... He always protects his Marowak here, right? I should really just double in his Urshifu. Just in case the Urshifu is what's sashed. Because if he close combats me, I might not have a way of taking out this Marowak. No. I think I still Wicked Blow Marowak. I have Dark Pulse. Okay, good. Thank goodness I decided to go for that because he did not decide to protect. Urshifu does not have the sash. Anyway, we'll be knocking it out. We get a lucky crit, though. I don't think we knock out unless we get that crit. But I don't think it would have changed the outcome of the battle too much. Our Talonflame will be going down here, and we still have a whole Porygon Z in the back, ready to do some damage. Anyway, Wicked Blow is going to be on the Marowak, and going to be enough to KO the Marowak. That gets a lucky crit, but guess what? That's 100%, so it's not that lucky. But okay, we got a nice showcase here. And since that first battle was super short, we might as well play another one. Coconut Piggy, GG, and Decidueye, thank you for OHKOing a Hatterene. You did your job, and I'm proud of you for stopping Trick Room. Like, if my opponent got Trick Room up there, that would have been a completely different battle, so I'm very grateful for you, Decidueye. You are now my new favorite starter. Why do I have a feeling I've seen this team before? I don't know. I feel like I've seen this before. This is so weird. Anyway, my opponent is running a very terrifying team with the Lightning Rod of Raichu, which is going to give our Dracozolt a little bit of an issue. But you know what Pokemon is actually very strong here? Probably Decidueye. It actually could be a Decidueye Clefairy lead, I think. Why not, right? We'll do Decidueye Clefairy. On the off chance he does decide to bring the... Ooh, but he just goes Fake Out first turn, though. That would get a little rough. He wants to max Resonance first turn, right? What if we do Urshifu Clefairy? Bring Dracozolt in the back, followed by Decidueye as well. Decidueye still does good here. We just really need to KO the Raichu before doing anything else. Okay, I like this. I think our Dynamax focus is gonna be the Dracozolt. I think if my opponent leads with Raichu and Lapras, which is like what I'm predicting he's gonna do, we just have to Helping Hand boost and close combat, and hope that's enough with Choice Band. And with, you know, most Laprases being super defensive, Raichu and Urshifu. That's different. What I do want to do is KO this Raichu, though. Like, real talk. I don't want Raichu in the game anymore. Raichu gets one Fake Out off. I feel like it either goes into Clefairy or goes into... Actually, I think I have to hit this Urshifu. I have to hope for a Speed Tie. And close combat this Urshifu. I'm going to Follow Me anyway. Just because it doesn't change much if he doesn't go for the Fake Out. Which he does anyway. On to Clefairy. That's fine. He outspeeds us and will OHKO us. That is a Speed Tie, and that is so unfortunate. Ugh. That is not what you want to see, folks. It's not what you want to see. It does give us kind of an opportunity to bring in Dracozolt and use Max Airstream on his Urshifu. So we'll do just that. We'll go for Max Airstream. I mean, we can go for Max Airstream on Urshifu, but what does Urshifu do to Clefairy, right? I think we might as well take out the Raichu. Like, if we're going to do anything, we take out the Raichu and then lower Urshifu's attack. And then go for a Follow Me here. We'll use Clefairy for what Clefairy does best. We'll keep this Urshifu on the field for now. I need this Raichu gone before I could do literally anything. So, let's work on this Raichu. Actually, my opponent's going to bring in Durlodon. We can Helping Hand boosted Max Quake that thing, right? Like, I'm not too afraid. We're also Assault Vested, so we should be taking a Dragon move. We also have Clefairy on the field, so we can redirect any Dragon move we want. It seems like a pretty good board position for us right now. We are going to go for the Follow Me. We're going to redirect whatever this Raichu wants to do, probably a Nuzzle. There it is. We'll be getting the Paralysis on our Clefairy. It doesn't matter too much unless we get paralyzed, though. Anyway, Max Whirlwind will connect. If that was on to Durlodon, that would have been Play of the Century, but it's not. We are just going to get the Raichu down to its Focus Sash. What do we do now? I think we just raise our Special Defense, right? We go Max Quick. onto Raichu to knock it out, because Raichu is literally the bane of my existence right now. And do we have to follow me? Does he just go for a steel move onto Clefairy? I think he does. There's no way my opponent, and if my opponent does, then he's a mad lad. There's no way my opponent goes for a dragon move with the follow me fairy type on the field, right? So my Dracozolt should be safe. So let's actually just go for the protect. Just so we don't take a steel... Don't tell me you're a Draco. Oh, it doesn't... Oh, a Doy. That's a Duraludon. It doesn't care about follow me. I haven't seen Duraludon in so long. This could be really bad. We are soul vested with a +1 in special. As long as that's not a Draco Meteor, we should be fine. My opponent is really holding on to their Dynamax, though. Makes me think they do have the Lapras in the back. It's just a Flash Cannon. Whew! Look at that play! Alright, maybe he forgot he's Stalwart, too. Guys, I feel like I haven't seen a Duraludon in ages. I don't know why. Okay, there's the Lapras. Guess what I can do? I can finally hit this button called Max Lightning, and then go for this button called Helping Hand, and then put my controller down and watch a Lapras disappear. Hopefully it is not a Max Guard turn 1. I just need the Lapras to go down turn 1. I don't want any Resonance going up, and I just don't want a Gigantamax while I don't have anything, because this is also my final turn to Dynamax. And now at +1 with Assault Vest, I think we could live anything that we have that Duraludon wants to do to us. No Protect is happening this turn because the Helping Hand did already happen. Max Lightning onto Lapras. Gonna be able to just destroy it with Hustle. I do also think I need Helping Hand there just because I'm not max invested, because Lapras is one of the tankiest Pokemon currently in the game. So I'm happy we did the Helping Hand. I'm happy we didn't get paralyzed. We're getting very lucky with our paralysis in this game, and I'm grateful for that. Flash Cannon doesn't want to do damage, I guess. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know. That looked like a little bit of damage, or a lot of bit of damage. Okay, we are kind of in a predicament here, though. He still has Urshifu. I don't have Protect on this Decidueye. So this is still really bad. The Decidueye actually does nothing for us here, believe it or not. I think I go for the Aerial Ace since it never misses on this Urshifu, and I kind of commit to taking it out if I can. And just in case for some reason they let me live, I'll Nasty Plot up. Yep, this is just gonna be a Wicked Blow on too. Yep, it's gonna just knock me out. Oh well. Hopefully this knocks out the Urshifu. We do learn we're faster. No, not even close. That's GG, folks. Oh, that's so unlucky. I need him to miss. How much do we take to this? Okay, real talk though. That crit was so unlucky on that Clefairy. Because that would have been another turn I could have redirected. That could have been another turn that I could have done something with Dracozolt on the field. Dang it, man. My opponent played better. That's fine. Like, that crit was unlucky. I was just talking about how lucky we were by not getting any hacks happening to us, and then that crit happened to us, so... Rest in peace. I can't compete with the Scope Lens Duraludon. No, it's not Scope Lens. But yeah, we lost to Mac. GG Mac. The Decidueye sadly didn't do anything for us there. I was hoping that maybe also if we just didn't bring Decidueye, right? I don't know if we would have wanted to bring PZ, but maybe we wanted to bring the Talonflame. If we brought the Talonflame, we would have had the priority Brave Bird for that Urshifu. We would have probably stood a lot better of a chance. We could have also set up Tailwind if we wanted to. We had a lot more options with Talonflame, so that was just probably poor like team selection for me. But anyway, Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Here's the rental code if you want to check it out yourselves. Let me know how Decidueye does for you, if it does a little bit better than it did for me in this battle. I mean, it did do a little bit. It did something, but it didn't really get the proper showcasing that I was hoping for. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this, then you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe. I think I already said that. But also, thank you so much, Ragnar, for your patronage and for your Drake Exalt choice. It did make my team building process a little bit easier. I understand it's not easy to get a Drake Exalt, so I totally get that as well. But with that said, I'm Kevin. This is Pokésports. Have a great night. Peace out.